The Ticking Time Bomb, written by Bruce Schneier. This is a story that delves deep into the unseen world of cyber threats, where every click, every keystroke could be the trigger for a digital catastrophe. Imagine a world on edge. Networks hum with activity. Cities are alive with the glow of countless screens, each one a potential gateway for unseen dangers. The digital landscape is vast and intricate, a web of connections that binds us all together. Data flows like a digital river, carrying with it the lifeblood of our modern existence. From personal messages to financial transactions, everything moves at the speed of light, invisible yet omnipresent. But beneath the surface, a threat lurks. Hidden in the depths of this digital ocean are vulnerabilities, flaws in the code that can be exploited by those with malicious intent. These are not just minor glitches, they are potential disasters waiting to happen. A hidden flaw, a ticking time bomb. These vulnerabilities are like landmines, buried deep within the software, waiting for the right moment to explode. They are the unseen dangers that can bring entire systems to their knees. This is the world of zero-day vulnerabilities. These are the flaws that are discovered by attackers before the software developers even know they exist. They are the secret weapons in the arsenal of cyber criminals, tools that can be used to infiltrate and disrupt. They exist in the shadows, unknown and undetected, until it's too late. These vulnerabilities are like ghosts, haunting the digital world, invisible to the naked eye but capable of causing immense damage. Zero-day vulnerabilities are the ghosts in the machine. They are the silent specters that can turn a simple software bug into a full-blown crisis. They are the hidden dangers that can strike without warning, leaving chaos in their wake. They are software flaws that no one knows about except the attackers who discover them. These attackers are like digital archaeologists, unearthing hidden secrets that can be used to their advantage. They are the ones who hold the keys to these ticking time bombs. They are ticking time bombs, waiting to be detonated. The countdown begins the moment a vulnerability is discovered, and the race is on to find and fix it before it can be exploited. But in the world of cyber threats, time is always of the essence. And when they are, the consequences can be catastrophic. From data breaches to power outages, the impact of a zero-day attack can be felt far and wide. It is a reminder of the fragility of our digital world and the constant vigilance required to protect it. Zero-day, under the hood. A zero-day vulnerability is a flaw in software that is unknown to the developers. This means that the creators of the software are unaware of the issue, and therefore have not created a patch or fix for it. These vulnerabilities are particularly dangerous because they can be exploited by hackers before the developers even know they exist. It's a weakness in software that can be used to gain unauthorized access to systems, steal data, or cause other types of harm. These flaws can exist in any type of software, from operating systems to applications, and can be introduced through coding errors, design flaws, or other mistakes. This flaw is unknown to the software developers, which means they have no way of protecting against it until it is discovered. This can leave systems vulnerable for extended periods of time, depending on how long it takes for the flaw to be found and fixed. Hackers find it before anyone else. These malicious actors are constantly searching for new vulnerabilities to exploit, using a variety of techniques and tools to uncover weaknesses in software. Once they find a zero-day vulnerability, they can use it to launch attacks, often with devastating consequences. They exploit this vulnerability before a patch is available, hence the name zero-day. The term zero-day refers to the fact that the developers have had 0 days to fix the flaw before it is exploited. This gives hackers a significant advantage, as they can use the vulnerability to carry out attacks without fear of being stopped. The developers have 0 days to fix it. Once a zero-day vulnerability is discovered, the race is on to create and deploy a patch before the flaw can be widely exploited. This can be a challenging and stressful process, as developers must work quickly to identify the issue, develop a fix, and distribute it to users. Think of it like a hidden backdoor in a fortress. Just as a hidden door can allow attackers to bypass a fortress's defenses, a zero-day vulnerability can allow hackers to bypass a system's security measures. This can lead to unauthorized access, data theft, and other serious consequences. The attackers know about it. The defenders don't. This asymmetry of knowledge gives attackers a significant advantage, as they can exploit the vulnerability without fear of being detected or stopped. This can lead to significant damage, as attackers can carry out their activities undetected for extended periods of time. This gives the attackers a significant advantage. They can use the zero-day vulnerability to bypass security measures, gain access to sensitive data, and carry out other malicious activities. This can lead to significant harm, both to the affected systems and to the individuals and organizations that rely on them. They can slip in undetected and wreak havoc. The consequences of a zero-day attack can be severe, ranging from data breaches and financial losses to damage to an organization's reputation. This makes it critical for developers to stay vigilant and proactive in identifying and addressing vulnerabilities before they can be exploited. The hunt for the unknown flaw. Discovering a zero-day vulnerability is a meticulous process. It's a constant race against time. Hackers search for these flaws relentlessly. They probe systems looking for weaknesses. They analyze code, searching for errors. They employ automated tools and manual techniques. They share information on the dark web. Their goal is simple: find the flaw before anyone else and exploit it for maximum damage. Weaponizing the flaw. Once a zero-day vulnerability is discovered, it becomes a weapon. Hackers develop exploits. These are pieces of code designed to take advantage of the flaw. They can then launch a variety of attacks. They can steal sensitive data. They can install malware. They can even take control of entire systems. The possibilities are endless, and the damage can be devastating. On the other side of this digital battlefield are the cybersecurity researchers. They are the guardians of cyberspace. They work tirelessly to find and fix vulnerabilities before the hackers do. They are in a race against time. They use sophisticated tools and techniques. They analyze code, looking for weaknesses. They run simulations, testing for vulnerabilities. They are constantly learning and adapting. Their goal is simple: protect our digital world. Patching your digital shield. One of the most effective ways to protect against zero-day vulnerabilities is to patch your software regularly. Software updates often include security patches. These patches fix known vulnerabilities. They are your first line of defense. Think of it like locking your doors and windows. It won't stop all attackers, but it will deter the opportunistic ones. It's a simple step that can have a big impact. Cyber warfare, a new battlefield. In the modern age, the battlefield has evolved beyond the physical realm. No longer confined to land, sea, or air, conflicts now extend into the digital world. This new frontier is where nations wage silent wars, unseen by the public eye but with consequences that can be devastating. Zero-day vulnerabilities have also become a weapon in the arsenal of nation-states. These are previously unknown flaws in software that can be exploited before developers have a chance to fix them. When discovered, they are like ticking time bombs, waiting to be used for espionage or sabotage. Governments use them to spy on their enemies. Through these vulnerabilities, they can infiltrate networks, steal sensitive information, and monitor communications without detection. The intelligence gathered can be used to gain strategic advantages or to undermine adversaries. They use them to disrupt critical infrastructure. Imagine a power plant suddenly shutting down, or a city's traffic lights going haywire. Such disruptions can cause chaos, economic loss, and even endanger lives. The ability to cripple essential services is a powerful tool in modern warfare. They use them to sow discord and instability. By hacking into social media platforms, they can spread misinformation and fake news, fueling unrest and division within societies. This can weaken a nation's social fabric, making it more vulnerable to external threats. In the hands of a nation-state, a zero-day vulnerability is a powerful weapon. It can be used to gain access to military systems, disrupt command and control operations, and even alter the course of conflicts. The stakes are incredibly high, and the consequences of such actions can be far-reaching. It can be used to target specific individuals or organizations. High-profile targets, such as political figures, corporate executives, or activists, can be compromised, leading to blackmail, identity theft, or worse. The personal and professional damage can be immense. It can be used to launch large-scale attacks. Coordinated cyber attacks can bring down entire networks, disrupt financial systems, and paralyze communication channels. The ripple effects can be felt globally, affecting economies and societies on a massive scale. It is a new era of warfare. As technology continues to advance, the methods and tactics of cyber warfare will only become more sophisticated. Nations must adapt to this new reality, developing robust defenses and strategies to protect themselves in this unseen battleground. The Dark Web Bazaar. The dark web has become a marketplace for zero-day vulnerabilities. Hackers buy and sell exploits. They auction off their discoveries to the highest bidder. It is a dangerous game. Governments buy exploits to use in cyber espionage. Criminal organizations buy exploits to launch ransomware attacks. The dark web is a dangerous place. It is a place where the line between good and evil is blurred. The never-ending battle. The battle against zero-day vulnerabilities is never-ending. It is a constant arms race. As soon as one vulnerability is patched, another one is discovered. It is a cat-and-mouse game. But it is a battle that we must fight. Our digital world depends on it. We must stay vigilant. We must be prepared. We must work together to protect our digital future. The stakes are too high to ignore.